Welcome back to this course, to this module. This is module 5. We'll be explaining the installation and configuration process of the smart home automation devices. We'll explain, the theory parts to you now. When we get to the practical lab, you'll be able to understand how all these things connect and interact. Okay. All right. So that's basically what it covers: integration, installation, the step by step. So when you get to an installation site, the client call you for a project. You know how to go about it step by step. The first thing to do, the second thing to do. So let's go straight into it. Right. All right. So the first thing to do is to select the spot. All right. So you have to select spot where to place your plugs, your cameras, your sensors, your light switches, the socket. There also you have to ensure that if it's a retrofit, like I used to explain to you guys, is an existing installation, existing homes. I just needed need this home automation solution for their home appliances to automate the processes. Okay, so it's a retrofit. So in this case, there might have been an existing wiring system and sockets, and switches and devices. So what you can do is to replace. In the case of camera, you install new camera for them, and just place your equipment around. The first thing as the core is the network. Ensure there's already wireless network all over the place. So when you select spots, which is where and where, to place all these your products. Oh, I need one socket here. I need one switch here. I need one AC, switch here. I need one kitchen water heater here, and stuff like that. So you install and mount all these devices, making sure they are smart devices that conform with Wi-Fi or Zigbee technology. So you can connect to the network, right? So the next is to pair. So select your spots, mount and connect, then pair with your network. You have to pair all devices to the wireless network. That's the core, that's the backbone of what you're doing. Without network is useless. You have to test the functionality. The purpose of which the equipment is built. You have to ensure that it conform, it meets those standards and those expectations. When you just finish mounting, do your testing, do your test regularly, like all the time, and ensure that it thing conforms. So basically, this you have a switch. Let's say your clients want a night light switch to monitor the kids' room or the children's room. So you mount your switches. Then you also, let's say they want to control some living room blinds. You mount it. Then this is powered by DC, AC. Most of the time, this particular model is powered by AC. So you have a socket close to the window area that this guy connects it on the wall. Then the lock works on a standalone. It has an inbuilt battery that can last up to 6 months, up to 1 year for some the products. It has a little battery embedded inside. And this is a camera, this connect to the power grid, maybe by DC, or some can be battery powered. Then the socket, the light switches also, the wall socket rather. Then the lights. At this point, you can either automate your light bulb itself or the lamp holder. This fitting can be a smart fitting, smart lamp holder. All right. Then all connect to this wireless network. Then, like I said, ensure they have a good signal quality to the network. So to ensure that you have, a seamless communication between devices and, good internet connectivity for remote control and access. All right. So that's basically it. Very straightforward. uh, just understand this process because you are probably new to this, installation. You have to understand how it works. So when you are talking to clients, you are confident. You are confident. You know what you're saying. You know what you're talking about. So you'll be uh, able to win deals and win contracts for yourself. All right. This is the end of this class. When we get to the practical session, you will be able to interact and see all these products physically. Thank you very much. See you in the next class. Welcome back to this class. In this class, we'll be talking about remote access and the configuration process. We'll just explain the theory to you. So when we get to the practical, to the lab, you'll be able to connect the dots and understand how the whole system works. Okay, so let's go straight into the class. Okay, so basically, step one is just to set up the devices, you know, which is Set it up by using the manufacturer's application on your phone and just configure the settings and preferences. This is very important. So you're advised to use the manufacturer's applications, which is either Tuya or Smart Home, Smart Life, or you get from Google devices or Apple devices. So use their application for their devices. Don't get it twisted. That is very important. So, when you are purchasing your equipment, you look at the carton at the bottom of the box. You see, you know, Smart Life compatible and Tuya compatible. Google Alexa, Google Nest, or Google Home compatible, or Amazon Alexa compatible. So you have to check all these features before you purchase. All right. Then your Wi-Fi hub and connection. Ensure that your devices are connected to the Wi-Fi. You link them up to the Wi-Fi, and make sure they link to the voice hub, which is the voice assistant devices, Alexa or Google Home. All right, because that's where you control the devices. Then automation and scheduling. Automation, your home can carry out a certain task, automatically. That's the word automation. You carried out this task automatically based on your settings. All right, which is, for instance, when I enter the house, switch on the light, switch on the AC, switch on the water heater, and switch off the fan. Then wind down the window blinds. All right, these are automation tasks that the system can carry out automatically on your behalf based on your preference and your settings. All right, so scheduling is the fact that the system can be programmed to carry out a certain task at a given time. You can say every 2 a.m. in the midnight, shut down all the ACs in the house because maybe the house is already going to be cold for the kids. So let it shut down so they won't be too cold automatically. So 2 a.m. the AC goes off. Right? These are scheduled tasks. Then you can enable remote access, for access from anywhere in the world. So this is the management application as advised by the manufacturers, which is Smart Life and Tuya. So if you are buying Google products, you can use Google applications. If you are buying Amazon products, you can use Amazon application. But this product, we advise it because it's generic. It can work with all platforms. Amazon can, take Tuya products. You can take Smart Life products. Google can do the same thing, and you have varieties on all these Tuya compatible applications. You can get literally everything can be automated because it's like an open standard where people just manufacture wonderful products and get the Tuya API and Smart Home API and integrate it to their application so you can work with Google and Amazon, right? He also, on his own, is a very smart application that can control the home. If you install maybe like on a tab or on your phone, you can switch on, off and on your lights. You can do scheduling. You can do automation with this application without using Alexa or Amazon product. You can use this from A to Z. Then you can now integrate and move your data, your devices from this platform to your Alexa for voice control. So you can do everything on Tuya or Smart Life. All right. So basically, this is how it connects. All your devices in the house connect to the wireless network. Then you have your Tuya or Smart Life or Alexa or Google running on the tab on your right hand side. So when the tab is running, you can automate all these devices. You can control all these devices. And voice control can now also control all these devices. All right. So we advise you to install the application on your devices and test them and operate them. Look at the uh, settings and every other configuration area because we're going to be using them at the practical session of this training. This is the end of this particular class. See you in the next module. Thank you. This is 5.3, which is voice control. Voice control. In this voice control class, we'll be talking about Alexa and Google. Okay, so briefly, that major kind of voice control when it comes to smart home, there are a lot of them. But the most popular one in the market is Alexa, Google, and Siri. Alexa by Amazon, then Google Assistant, by Google, then Siri by Apple. All right, so you can, choose based on your client's preference. So when you are bidding for contract, you have to engage your client, tell them the options that they have. Some clients are already in love with Apple products. You can tell them about Siri Smart Home, voice controller. You can also tell them about Alexa and Google. Tell them the pros and cons, from the all the models, which is pricing and the fact that Alexa is a bit very friendly. You can uh, like let them know the differences in pricing from brand to brand and technology. So from our experience on the field, people use Alexa a lot. Alexa is a very popular brand in the market. Everybody Alexa, Alexa, Alexa. Okay, so American market is Alexa and Google, then also Siri. In fact, it's between three of them. But from my experience, I think I know I have a lot of clients that uses Alexa more. Okay, so then we have Cortana also. Cortana is not very popular when it comes to smart home automation. The Alexa is a very smart voice assistant. All right, so according to research, is a bit humanly, like it sound like human voice. It can interact with you. Uh, you know, basically, so it's very reliable. And to advise it, this is Amazon Echo Dot. This particular one is Echo Dot. It's a very popular smart home. We have the Echo Show, which is the one that has a screen that can follow you around and all. We'll get to the practical side where you can see some of this product in display. All right. So in setting up Alexa, it's very straightforward. You just have to install the app on on your phone. That's in the case of you trying to set up like using your phone for the voice controller, or you have a tablet, so you have to install the app on your phone. But for iPhone and Android, the Alexa app is actually for the American market. It works better for the American market. Even if if you're not in America, you find it very difficult to download Alexa voice controller app on your smartphone. So the back door, and what we usually do is to change your store to the US store and be able to download the application. Then once you are done downloading and setting up, you can switch your store back to your country, uh, you know, app store. Okay, so after that, you can now import or add your devices from the either the app, the manufacturer app, either Tuya or Smart Life. You can import all the devices to your Alexa. So Alexa can help you control those devices. The next thing is to create voice commands. You can now create voice command, for instance, set up command, like Alexa, turn off the light. You can set it up on Alexa. Then Alexa can, learn those voice and add it to the archive, to the memory. So when you issue those commands, it can answer you. All right. The next is automate routines. You can automate your routines. Let's say you want to schedule your lights to on at a particular time, or your lock to lock. You have to get lock at a particular time. You can schedule it on the app. So when that time reaches, the automation routines just take effect and just start, executing those commands based on the time set. Okay. Another reliable voice control platform is Google. Google is very reliable. So they have loads of devices that support Google uh, controller. All right. This is Google Home. This box here is a Google Home. It's a very smart device, just like Alexa. To set up is very straightforward. You know, you just have to link them to uh, the devices. First of all, connect to the Wi-Fi network, then link it to the devices and turn on, you know, the setup, using some command like "Hey Google." So you can use a Google and you can learn your voice, and before you know, you can start playing music and controlling the application. So basically, it works like all your devices in the house connect to the wireless network, then the voice controller or the voice assistant or the hub, they too connect to the wireless network. Then you now add all the devices to the controller. All right. So from the controller, now the controller can talk to each of the devices. You can carry out scheduled task or automation because you've added it. Right. So that's it for this class. That's it for this class. See you in the next class. Thank you. Welcome back to this class. This is Module 6, where we'll be talking about basic electricity or basic electrical wiring connection and data communication. So you can have a deep knowledge of this area, because it's very key when it comes to home automation because you have to power all your devices and they have to be connected to the wireless network or wired network. So you have to have like a full understanding of how the network works and how to configure your router to ensure they all communicate. Okay, so we explore, electricity, how the cable connects to, uh, to the central DB and other devices and breakers in the house. Okay, all right. So we'll talk about the home electrical wiring system, which is a network that distributes electrical powers throughout a building. You know, it powers the lighting, the appliances, the other appliances in the house, other devices. It also consists of several main components, which is number one, we'll talk about the DB, which is the distribution board, where the power are terminated. When you bring power from the grid, from the main grid, they get to some will use changeover in Africa, where you can change from different source of energy, either generator or so. But normally, there's also be the power grid from the power cable from the grid straight to your DB. Then from your DB, you now distribute to all your sockets and your switches in the house, in the home. All right. Then inside the DB, we have the circuit breaker. The circuit breaker basically protects, and protect the equipment from overload and short circuits. You automatically shut off, power when there is a fault. For instance, there is a high current. The circuit breaker will shut off the power, so the power will not affect your your devices. So basically, this main board, it has series of circuit breaker and this power switch. It basically control each segment, each circuit in a home. Let's assume you have a four-bedroom flat. An instance, all the sockets in one of the rooms can come to the DB. It will come to the DB. On the DB, it comes to the breaker. So you can put all the lighting points in a room to another breaker, all the wall sockets to a breaker. So you can actually control, you can automate at the DB level, which is you get a smart circuit breaker. So when there's a bad current, the circuit breaker, automatically switch, off the entire power on that area. Or you can remotely from anywhere in the world use your phone to shut down the circuit breaker. The circuit breaker, or for instance, for energy management, you can use your circuit breaker. You can, use it to control the amount of energy a particular room consume by shutting it down when they are not around. For instance, if they forgot to shut it off when they're traveling or leaving the homes, you can use your phone or your Tuya application or your Alexa app from anywhere in the world to shut it down, provided that you have a smart circuit breaker. When we get to the practical session, we're going to show you the circuit breaker, which is very smart, that can link to your wireless network for remote access and control. Then number three, we have the branch circuit. These are the wire that connect, that carry power from the main DB to different rooms or appliances. You have to run wire from the DB to all the socket to the appliances. That's what we call the branch circuit. Then we have the switch and socket, the smart switches and sockets. So they basically all work together as a system. All right. So these switches are, placed positioned strategically in the homes to secure, to be sure that that power points for the TV, for the AC, for the electrical appliances like fan, in the home. So they are wired to the DB. So you can either control at the switch level or device level or at the DB level. All right. So the next one is the heading. So heading is very important. It's a safety mechanism that directly, that directs stray electricity into the earth. So when thunder strike, a very huge kilowatt, or megawatt of electricity is coming from the sky. So when it attacked, get to the house, the earthing mechanism, it takes the electricity straight into the ground. Into the ground, the earth can absorb any huge amount of electricity and just disperse it inside the ground. So that's the work of the earth. So it's very important when you're setting up your home. You can advise your client to, plan for earthing because this thunder strike can destroy literally everything in the homes. So with the earthing mechanism in place, you can save your products, your devices and your appliances in the homes in case of thunder or strikes, right? So let's go back to this other one, which is types of wires and cable used in home wiring. We have different type of wire that can be used. You can use a single core wire, which is red and black, 1.5 mm, 1 mm. So standard. If you are doing electrical wiring for home, for lighting points, you can use original cable 1 mm will serve for lighting points. Then for let's say AC you know and maybe water heater, you can use some use to 1.5 original quality cable 1.5 or 2 mm uh, uh, core single core cable. They just run it red and black, so that will work. All right. So we have the flexible cable. That's another type of cable. All right. So you can use to plug appliances like AC, water heater and all. Then we have the armored cable. The armored cable that's steel wire armored for mechanical protection. They are protected. They are ideal for outdoor settings, outdoor application. Okay, let's look at the diagram of how the house is being wired uh, from the grid. Okay, so from the transformer to the DB, from the DB to the socket, and from the sockets to your appliances. But the cable from here is they're high tension cables. They are not just normal cable. That's from the transformer to your DB. They're not the regular red and black cable. They're high tension cable. So pardon that diagram. Okay. All right, so let's look at the drawing again. This is how everything connects and powers the appliances in the house. It's very straightforward, and you have to, you watch the kind of cable that was used in your homes and ensure that quality cable, because they can actually get hot, and before you know, you can have a fire outbreak in the house. So this is the end of this particular class. I'll see you in the next topic, in the next class. When we get to the practical session, we're going to be showing you practically how all these things connect, so you can have an idea of what we're talking about. See you in the next class. Welcome back to this class, 6.3, where we'll be talking about video intercom. This is a very key selling point, key area for automation. This is how to, win contract and win deals. So if you can explain and sell this solution to your customer, you'll be able to win a lot of deals from them. Okay, so welcome back to this class. We'll be very brief and straight to the point in this class. Okay, so basically, the video intercom allow you to allow users to see who is at their door and talk to them, have like a two-way communication with them. Then you can use your unlock button to open the door for them automatically. All right. So you can see them, speak to them, verify the visitors if it's somebody you're expecting, and you can also remotely just use the mobile app to also unlock the door from anywhere in the world. Okay. So this is a very nice innovation you can sell to customers. In fact, most of the smart lock nowadays they have this thing embedded. So when you click, at the door point, as if you want to enter the house, the camera automatically activates, and at the indoor unit, the person inside can see you before they you know, open the door for you. So it has two, types. We have the wired IP solution types, and the wireless type. So for the wired type, we have the HD wired and HD IP. This is the IP video intercom. Basically, if you look at the diagram, the three screens, they are the three indoor screens. This can be in the kitchen. The other one can be the extension. One can be maybe in the living room, and the extension two can be in maybe in the main master bedroom. Yeah, master bedroom. All right. So this is topology. They all connect to a PoE switch on the network. All right. Then the outdoor station, also connect to the PoE switch on the network. From the outdoor station, you connect to the lock and the exit button by the door area. All right. So once you click, you press the bell, will see you on all these screens. It rings on all the screens. Then the user can decide to unlock your door and give you access to the facility. And once you also click on this ringing on the ring button on the outdoor station, if the device is on the internet, if it's online, you can also get the notification on your phone. So it rings also on your phone. And you can see the guests on your phone from anywhere in the world and have a two-way communication with them and engage them and interact with them and decide to either unlock the door for them from anywhere in the world. So this is a very smart solution that you can sell to your customers. So it also comes in the wired analog version. This is the analog type. You know, the other one is IP solution, which is quite expensive. All right, the analog type does not support remote access, that means you can't connect it to your phone. You cannot be watched from the phone from anywhere in the world. Every other function you can do it, which is ringing and opening the door from the indoor station. The indoor station has a lock, it has an unlock button. So when somebody ring the bell, you see the person, and you can use the button on the indoor station to unlock the door. So you automatically unlock the door, and the person can gain access to your building. It also have the wireless solution. The wireless solution allows the users to you know minimize the use of cable. In some cases, they already have some smart wireless network in the house. So we just put the outdoor station and the indoor station and just power them at their local location or local point. So when they are powered up, they just connect together, they pair up together end to end, or they connect to the wireless network, depending on the model of the video intercom you are using. You have to have like a good, wireless network in the building that they all connect to for access. So when the user ring at the door station, you ring on the indoor unit, and you can have a two-way communication with your guest. Okay, so this is the diagram and the topology. You can see from the top left diagram, you can see the outdoor station, which is the doorbell, and its lock is connected to the electric lock, right? So it's wired. We use network cable, or we can use telephone cable, or use four pair cable to communicate for the video and the power. All right. So the power is coming from the indoor station. So the indoor station powers the outdoor station. So basically, you're running one single cable from the indoor station monitor to the outdoor station. Then you just power your indoor station with the power adapter. Then they connect to the wireless network via Wi-Fi. So when they ring the bell, they ring inside the indoor station, and from the lock or unlock button, you can unlock. Then you can send the signal to the lock device, and you can unlock the door, and the person can gain access. All right. You also have the smart application for Tuya. It's very smart. It can be linked to your smart home devices. And the core of this system is your wireless network. You have to have a very strong wireless network in the house. And that will be possible with aid of wireless repeaters or range extenders. We're going to show you how to do this basic configuration of extending network all over the homes using wireless router or extender. This is very straightforward and very basic, and you should know how to sell all these skills so you can earn more money for your brand, right? So this is the end of this intercom. It's going to be very brief. So when we go to the practical section, we're going to be connecting step by step and showing you how it's done. All right, see you in the next class. Thank you. Welcome back to this class. This is 6.4. We'll briefly talk about voice assistant again, which is a popular brand in the market. We'll talk about Alexa and Google Home. So you can have a full understanding. So let's watch this short video about our voice control device. Okay, this is setting up of Echo Show. This is an Echo Show. Power it on. It's very easy to set up. Just switch it on for the first time, and connect to your wireless network. This is an Echo Show. Echo Show is a very smart voice assistant by Amazon. So this video was quickly copied from the manufacturer's platform, which is Amazon. So they're just trying to show you the review, the length, the screen size of this device. So this is setting up of the device. All right, it's very straightforward. Just basically connect to wireless network and you discover all the devices on the network, all the smart home devices. So this is very smart because when you talk to the Alexa, it can move and follow you. You get, it can move like as if you guys are having a conversation. You can track your voice. All right. This is an Echo Show, very smart device by Amazon. Then we have the Echo Show and the Echo Up. So 8 and Up are basically different, based on what you want to achieve. Echo Show is ideal for video calling, entertainment, and casual Alexa use, right? Because it follows you around, it can engage you like a human, like a robot. Then Echo Up is built for centralized smart home control. It's perfect if you have many connected devices. You can also use your Google tablet or Let's say you can use your uh, Apple product like an iPad to run all this solution. If you have existing tabs, you don't have to buy all these tabs. You can just install the application. Even your phone can serve as the Echo Hub. Just run the application and you can do your control. The show has a lot of more features because of the video functions and all. But the hub will, is quite affordable and easy to set up. So basically, this is a controller, a control for voice control, for voice assistant. It controls all your existing devices, but all of them have to be connected to the same wireless network in the house with internet access for remote
Hub mode.
uh,
Everyone in your
capability.
home
All
can
right, so
quickly
this
access and control your
assistants,
smart home
all this.
devices and the automations you've set up. Your tablet is in hub mode when it's locked and docked on the charging speaker dock. You can manage and control devices and automations from the home panel, get hands-free help from Google Assistant, or listen to music and watch videos. You can also see your favorite memories in the digital photo frame. To use hub mode, make sure it's set up. Place your tablet on the charging speaker dock. If you see Set up Hub Mode, follow the steps to set it up. You'll add your dock to the Google Home app and set up other features and services. You can create automations in the Google Home app to control the things you want to automate in your home. For example, you can add a new automation that starts at a specific time, or when you say, "Hey Google, good night," and add actions that automatically adjust your home devices, like turn off your TV, turn down your thermostat, close your blinds, and turn off the lights. When your tablet is in hub mode, the home panel is where you and everyone in your home can see and control the devices and automations you set as favorites in the Google Home app. To set up favorites, first, make sure all your devices are added to the same home. Open the Google Home app and pin the things you want to see first to your favorites, like your cameras, your TV, and automations. When your tablet is in hub mode, tap the home icon. You'll be able to see and control all your favorite devices and routines in the home panel. You can also access the home panel when your tablet is unlocked. Swipe down from the top of the screen and tap Home. Or, you and anyone in your home can use the Google Assistant to turn off the lights and adjust your thermostat. Hub mode. Everyone in your home can quickly access and control your smart home devices and the automations you've set up.
Okay, so this is a very reliable
Your
application
tablet is in hub mode
from
when it's
Google.
locked and
It's tested
docked on
and
the
trusted.
charging speaker
It's
dock.
a very, very reliable
You
application.
can
So we're
manage
going to
and
show you the
control
practical side
devices
of
and automations from the
how
home
you can
panel,
add your devices
get
to
hands-free
this
help from Google
application, like
Assistant,
test,
or
them
listen to music
and
and watch
set some
videos.
command and
You
schedule
can also see your
uh,
favorite memories in the digital
some
photo
task.
frame. To
Okay,
use
so
hub
this is
mode,
the end of this particular module 6. This is the end of module 6. I'll see you in the next module 7 as we're wrapping up this course before you enter the full practical lab session. Thank you. Welcome back to this class. This is module 8, which is the business opportunity in smart home automation. All right. So in this sector, in this particular module, we're talking about how to convert your training, what you've learned in this class, in this course, to business, how to start, how to, leverage on the skills you just acquire to enter the industry and start making something for yourself from experience. All right. So the first thing you have to do is to register a company. Business registration. You have to register your own company. You have to have your own brand. All right, it's very important so you can obtain the necessary license and you are legally recognized as a brand. So instead of you working or getting jobs with your name, with your personal identity, you can be sued. You can be have you can it's not the best. So it's just better you have your own company name, all right, because you can bid for contracts for government contracts. You can you know have a lot of partners, collaborations. As an individual, it's not going to be very easy, or people will be Uh, they will not be able to trust your person sometimes. They'll be like, oh, this is just a one man business, just walk in and come out, get contracts, go as a brand so it can be respected. But number two, market positioning. So you have to highlight your expertise and and reliability, then your innovative solution. You know, you have to show them that okay, we can solve this problem. For instance, it could be a security challenges in your neighborhood. Give homeowners reasons why they should partners or do business with you. Tell them how you want to solve the problem. Just position your brand as a brand that can solve problems, that can have solution to majority of the problem in the society, either security, automation, energy management, convenience and comfort. Define your niche and get your target your markets, maybe luxury brand, luxury homes, and or real estate. Before you know, you are getting there gradually. And define your brand. Choose a unique name and create logo. To do this, you can use Canva. Canva is a very smart tool to do logo, design your logo, and do your proposal, do your company profile. There are a lot of templates on Canva you can use to achieve this aim. All right. Then also you can now create an online presence by using the same Canva application to design nice graphics, post stuff, your jobs, your projects, your wins on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. All right. Let people know what you do, what your brand is all about. Because if I want to give you a deal or a project, what I will first of all do is to check your social media platforms and see how reliable you are, what people are saying about your brand, maybe the comment sections. I will listen to what people are saying. That giving like an idea about your brand, about your authenticity, whether you're reliable, whether you are a fake brand. So your online presence has to be very strong. So the top online brands or platform that we advise is number one, if you can ensure that you have a very good presence on LinkedIn, Twitter, which is X, then Facebook and Instagram, then TikTok also. Those platforms, these five platforms I just mentioned now, can give you a huge boost to your career and your brand. And before you know it, you are getting there very fast. In the age of this digital age that we are now, to get uh, known, as a company is very, very not difficult. It's not difficult anymore with the expertise and the technology of social media. You can achieve it in no time. All right. So another benefit of having a registered business is a whole lot of benefits as a new upcoming brand. So those of you that already have a business, it's easy. Just leverage on your business name and continue what you're doing. But for people that are just learning a smart automation for the first time, or they don't have any business name, or you don't have anything, uh, you're doing with, yourself, you can just take this business class seriously and open a business name. Just take that bold step, consult an attorney in your region, your local, your locality, and talk to them about the kind of company to register. All right. So we have the credibility and trust. Customer partners and investors are more likely to trust and do business with the registered company. So they will trust you. They can say, oh, this brand is reliable. For you to have gone through the extra uh, stress and work of getting registered, that means you are serious. So they'll take it seriously. All right. So you have legal rights and protections. You can open a bank account and ask for loans. Loans runs the world. You have to learn how to get loans as a new business. Get genuine loans with low interest and start your business. You get all right. So we also give you opportunities for growth. You can grow, you can scale, you can win a huge or multi-millionaire or dollar contract or project before you know you are there. All right, then professionalism. You project your brand as a standard and professional brand when you have your own business. It's very important. So you can contact your local company or agencies on how to commence your registration. It's very easy. In some country, it takes 24 hours or 48 hours before you have a registered company. So make use of this. All right. So you can just, you appear as a professional brand with, you know, you having a registered business. So it's very, very important to set up your business and, do all this documentation. You can even bid for government projects from billion of dollars or million of dollars project if you are registered. You pay your tax. So, tax document is complete and perfect. All right. So there is a huge benefit, to this. All right. Okay. So this is very brief class on business registration. So we'll be showing you how to buy products, where to buy products in, coming classes. All right. Thank you very much for this, for your time. See you in the next class. Welcome back to this class. This is site survey. Because as an engineer, as an integrator, you have to understand how to carry out a site survey. A site survey is basically you assessing the site and determining, how to place your device, your equipment, considering the power, data, Wi-Fi, consideration and client requirement. Okay, so we're going to talk about site survey. Uh, in depth so you can understand how to carry out this survey. Okay, so we have a survey procedure. As an engineer, let's assume somebody or a client called you for a survey. You have to go there and assess the location. You can do a sketch with your pen on a paper, then write down all the location, the identify the entry points, for the security cameras and other products, let's say the locks. Then you also determine the device placement, where you're going to where you're going to be placing the devices. Let's say the cameras, the best angle to place the camera to draw it on your sketch. You just address it, you mark it on your sketch. Then where to put your switches, your socket, your lighting points, your keypad, and every other devices. The next one is to evaluate your network and power supply. You have to check how your power is going to work, how to get power to power your devices, maybe connect to the solar grid or the inverter grid of the house. Or you also consider your Wi-Fi distribution, how to ensure that you have a full wireless network all over the place, because it's very, very important, because as we know, the devices will connect to the wireless network. Without the wireless network, they will not function. Okay, so you have to ensure that you have repeaters or access points AP all over the homes to ensure that the network is covering the entire corners and nook and crannies of the building. You also have to consider your client requirements. You have to align your setup to solve their problems. You have to ask them, what are your issues? What are the challenges? Is it energy management? Is it for convenience? You know, is it for comfort? You have to consider all these factors to design and tailor your solution based on their needs. So let's look at this diagram. Since we have accessed this building now, you can see we have different equipment. We have the blinds, the security cameras, the TV, speakers, the lighting. So these are equipment and devices that are installed all over the building. Then we have the wireless network that covers the entire structure. Then all these devices connect to the wireless network for ease of communication and connection. So when you're planning your structure from the foundation from the beginning, or when you go for a survey, you have to look out for where to mount your access points, routers, or your repeaters to ensure that there is a full coverage of network in the entire structure. Because when there is no network, you are going to be having like a bad quality signal, and the devices will show offline, and you won't be able to have a good communication, and it's going to disrupt your entire system. For instance, you want to send a voice command to Alexa to open a window or wind down the blinds. You will not be able to get the blinds will not get the signal, the network. It will not get the command. You won't be able to carry out the task or the schedule. So wireless range all over the structure is very important. And we have to factor and consider that when we're setting up our home automation. you know. All right, so just for instance now, this is your user from anywhere in the world over their own Wi-Fi, over the internet. They can access the entire building and send command and issue automation, and they will be executed at the home. So survey is very important. This is the foundation of any project. You go there, you do your sketchings, do your drawing. Once you are done with drawing, you now do quotation, and that's bill of quantity of materials. Then you now start getting prices for this product. We're going to show you how to source products to be able to win contracts and win this for yourself. Okay, so survey is very, very important. You have to understand it. And this is the end of this particular survey lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson. Okay, so this is module 8.3. In this module, we'll be talking about how to source for smart home products and projects because you have to know where to buy as a system integrator, where to purchase quality products and where to get jobs. Okay, for sourcing product, we have a lot of partners that we deal with. Number one partner that is so reliable that we buy product from is AliExpress. AliExpress has a lot of products. You can buy from them. You can ship from anywhere in the world to your location. Then also Amazon. Then we have a local partner. Locally where we buy from. You have to be able to locate and search in your locality. Your country of origin. Then if it's not available, you can buy from AliExpress. All right. Then for jobs, you need to network with real estate developers because this technology that new home buyers and homeowners they want to integrate in their homes, and you have to get access to real estate developers. From our own experience, we have a lot of developers that we deal with. They are the ones that just bring the jobs, and will give them their commission, their cut on the project. All right. So these are the platform. These are AliExpress. Is AliExpress, and this is in my country. We have a brand, a platform called GG. So we usually check their, website for local products. So we buy from them locally, and it's been so reliable so far. So you can also check in your locality what are the platforms that are popular for stuff like this, depending on where you're watching the training from. For West Africa, we have GG, we have Jumia, and they have readily available products you know, for local purchase. Then for international order, we'll do AliExpress, and sometimes we buy from Dubai. We have an agent in Dubai that supplies us this product. Right? So this is like a of screen recording of our local partner, Gigi. It has a lot of vendors. This is a smart lock on their website. So as a system integrator, collaboration is the biggest innovation. You have to collaborate with other vendors and partners for product. The client might need the product and you don't have it readily available, so you can swap with other partners that have it and then okay. So let's go to the next slide. How to find jobs. Like I said earlier on, you have to network with real estate developers you know, because of the smart homes, smart estates, smart apartments that is springing up all over the world right now. So you have to tap into the opportunity and get something for yourself, right? So, like I said, collaboration is the biggest innovation. No man is an island. You have to be ready to learn, to work with people, to collaborate with people from all over the world. The world is like a global village now. It is connected together, all right? So also Amazon, you want to buy some Amazon from product from Amazon, you can check on Amazon. Even Google products, you can find them on Amazon. You can place order, and thankfully, all these platforms they deliver to various countries of the world now. So nothing is impossible in this world of home automation. So anything you want to buy, anything you want to automate is available, is possible. Just search the right channels. Like I said, Amazon is a very reliable platform. AliExpress. Then if you are planning to buy and stock in bulk, you can also look at Alibaba. They ship all over the world for bulk buying. You want to start your own business around home automation, you can buy from Alibaba. Then mind you, before you buy, check reviews, check what people are saying about that brand, about that store. Read it thoroughly before you make your decision. All right. So another thing is tools. You can prepare a one page pitch or a brochure, so you can share around to your family members, to your church members. Also remember to post on your WhatsApp status, your WhatsApp story, your Facebook story, Facebook, uh, Instagram story. Post your new skills, post your new services, and you never can tell. These will come from it, right? So this is the end of this particular lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you. Okay, so this is 8.4, which is understanding the concept of site surveying and quotation making. So, as an integrator, you know, as an installer, you have to be able to understand how to carry out a full site survey and make a quotation, make a bill of quantity, bill of materials, and present it to your customer to collect contracts and projects and deals. All right, so it's very, very important. Okay, so first thing first in the conducting survey steps is for you to understand the requirement of your customer. You have to know what they want to achieve. Energy management, okay? You can advise them based on energy management, which is, uh, you know, automation from the DB point or from the socket point or from the, lighting point. All right, so you can advise them promptly. Then you can count the devices and be able to give quotation based on the number of equipment. Then you have to assess the physical environment. You have to go there. You can obtain the floor plan. You can ask for the floor plan so you can know the number of rooms, number of living room, number of kitchen, the water heaters in the restroom, in the toilet. So you can count and be able to advise. Okay, so it's very important to physically go to the field and obtain a floor plan. You can ask the engineer on the ground. Then also with the floor plan, you can do your own sketches also to pinpoint the number of rooms, number of living room, the areas to put your socket, your wall socket, and everything like that. All right, the next thing to confirm your wireless network and the signal strength. Maybe for the existing home, we can check the signal quality in all the corners of the homes and see if they have a good network. But if they don't have a good wireless coverage in the home, you have to advise them to use a wireless repeater or range extender to be able to extend the network all over the house. All right. Then documentation, you have to document your analysis and keep it so you can be able to present and defend the whole, documentation to your clients because that will set you apart from the competitors because you know what you are doing. You'll be able to document your process, your progress, and your client will be very convinced that this person knows his job. Okay. Then when you present it to them, you can now negotiate and discuss. Then last one on the list, which is number 5, is optimization and implementation, which is the area where you start the implementation based on the survey and your findings. You can start doing, installation, mounting of the home automation devices. Okay, so let's look at this drawing, this diagram. Just look at the point. You can see you have different devices in different homes, different corners of the home. That's how it works. Different devices working on their own. But now they are linked to the same wireless network with your voice control or with your hubs, with your screen controllers, maybe by your bedside that can do the control and Alexa for the voice on your phone. All right, so this is very important to note. So the plan is here on the right. So you have to get the plan of the structure so you can know how to deploy your devices and your equipment all over the house. Then for quotation making, we advise you to use Zoho. Zoho is a very reliable application for making quotation for contracts and getting projects. Then another one is a Wave. You can open your system on your Chrome, go to wave.com or waveapp.com, and the same thing for Zoho. They are free application for the US market and they are cloud-based quotation system in the sense that all your quotations are saved on the cloud. So from anywhere in the world, you can do quotation from your phones, you can do quotation on your PC, on your tablet. You don't have to physically sit down in front of your desktop or your computer to make quotation anymore. So everything runs on the internet, on the cloud. So that's the new normal all over the world. Now, instead of you doing quotation, carrying computer, to be able to make quotation, you don't need that anymore with Zoho and Wave. They are tested and trusted. We've used them for years and they're so reliable. All right. So let's talk about the closing deals and building trust. Right. This is another quick topic I'll talk about. For you to be able to package yourself as a brand, you have to prepare your brand and portfolio. It's very important. Use Canva, design something on Canva, and be able to send out to friends and family, post on your story. You have to also network with real estate developers, attend exhibitions, attend shows, have a complimentary card, share it around, meet people, mingle, connect, collaborate, talk about your achievement, talk about what the project you have done, not boastfully, just, engage people, so you can get deals, right? And direct outreach to homeowners. Do like a flyer to homeowners and share it around, Tell them the benefit of installing smart home, maybe either to manage their energy consumption, their power consumption, to secure their home from fire outbreaks, where they can switch off, and monitor the kids, on a single application. Just be creative, all right? You can also use AI to be able to get some steps on some, strategies to deploy. Then offer workshops and demos. You can do demonstration for them and let them see before they probably pay you for the main deal. Then leverage on local online networking. Like I said, be on Twitter, be on X, on LinkedIn, engage people, comment and discuss your success and your projects, all right? Then also offer B2B proposals. Just look for one area, maybe a particular niche, maybe the aviation sector, or maybe the oil and gas in your locality, or maybe banking and banking sector. Package a nice proposal and send to them. You don't have to physically send the hard copy to them. You can send via their company email, look at the problems, and create a very nice solution like a proposal, send to them. They will peruse, they will look it and call you if they are convinced. All right. So one day, one of them will call you. So that's how to win deals. It's very, very, very not easy, but it takes consistency and perseverance. So you have to just start. All right. Then also leverage on social media marketing and advertisement. Instagram, Facebook, Google, Twitter. Those are brands that you can, leverage on their, traffic. They have over a billion people that use, over 1 billion people that use Facebook. So you can run adverts. It's very affordable to run ads, all right, and make extra income for yourself. Okay, so the bonus tips here is also to follow up. Exactly, follow up is very important. You can't just meet somebody, collect their card, you're not following up. Text them, check up on them, send them offers, send them your promotions and stuff. Then also you have to keep learning, you have to keep evolving, stay updated in this niche because it's moving, it's always evolving. So you have to move with the trend, or else you'll be left behind. All right. So in conclusion, uh, thanks for being part of this training. It's been wonderful to train you guys. We'll start the practical session, and the practical session is going to be very intense. We take you step by step, connecting this thing together. You watch all the classes, and you'll be asked to try something on your own, on your devices, and that will be it for this theory session. I'll see you in the practical class. Thank you.